Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Borussia Dortmund.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, it's hard not to focus on Ousmane Dembele, a player of unbounded potential, someone who can add real width and dynamism to any team thanks to his pace and all that ability on the ball. On a good day, he can really be unplayable coming inside.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. He won't be happy with that one. The less said about that pass, the better. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Schlotterbeck promptly onto that, and that is that. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Schlotterbeck calmly anticipates. Looking to play him in.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
That's an excellent interception. Dembele. Camavinga. And it's Davis. Davis. Davis delivers. Deftly away. And it's Davis. And this is Shevchenko. Played out to the left flank, crossed into the box. And that should get the job done. Gerrard. Guardiola is the team's great visionary. Rooney. It's Rooney! Goal! goal. And the trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
France are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
France have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are...
Shevchenko! Shevchenko! This guy is class! A finish of true class! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Rooney. He's going for goal!
There will be 1 minute at a time.
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Rooney actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
This possibly the last play of the half. And that was very necessary. So, a temporary halt to the action. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
France really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have done another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
France firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the score. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Davis. Shevchenko.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Triol did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Time and again they are repelled. Pacho.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
France are 2 up early in the second half. Knocks it into space. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Well, that's called taking one for your team, because a one-on-one situation was about to develop.
Substitution for France, number 23.
Bruno Fernandes
Shevchenko.
is standing over this one,
Number 22.
looking here to alter the direction of the game.
Number 9, Chouameni. Coming on the field, number 11, Messi.
Bruno Fernandes! Sensational by Bruno Fernandes! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Just one goal in it now. Game on.
The goal scorer for
A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Borussia Dortmund cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Vermeer! Brilliant from Lopez! He's got himself an absolute peach. Two up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Well, Peter, it would have taken...
Shapes to shoot! And no mistake. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Yamal. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
France clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Gerrard. Crunching tackle. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Tries one from range. He's given the time to pick a pass.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Short changes him with that pass. Looking for the run. Oh, that's well spotted. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Rooney.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
The ball is bounced loose now. 5 minutes to add. Alexander-Arnold. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. France pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against France.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends, as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
Davis makes the interception. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Dembele. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Marquinhos. He's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Tchouaméni, he is onto this. Cannavaro with the clearance. Rooney
really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Davis. Oh, good effort!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Fernandes. Well, there's the clearance. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Gerrard. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Now then, the ball's come loose. Dani Olmo has it out wide and in space. Tchouaméni tries to clear. Great chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Gerrard actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Couldn't squeeze it through. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Camavinga, Tchouaméni, Fernandes. And it's Fernandes. And here's Dembele.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And the referee has blown for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So very little to report. Nothing indeed in terms of goals scored.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. That's rather hopeful. Nicked it back promptly. Dembele. Stood up well to him there. Lampard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Davis. Pacho. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And he's managed to get free. Great defending, strong and determined. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here. It's Rooney! It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. France presented with a golden opportunity here. The major moment in the game. 1-0! Just one winner! Not much more than a formality.
A picture of confidence. That was never missing.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 21.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 7,
France have taken the lead.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc.,
coming on the field,
they can still turn this round, I think.
And he's been shifted off it. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Lopez.
Substitution in progress.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Khan claims it, safe hands. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Messi. Time and again they are repelled. Davis. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Can he get it through? And that could well leave a mark. That's put paid to the danger. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Good chance here! And that could have brought them level.
I don't think he can quite believe he didn't capitalise on that. He clearly fancied his chances.
He won't be happy with that one. France leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Now it's Girassi.
Borussia Dortmund really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks.
Rooney! Oh! Fantastic! About as smooth as it gets. And this is getting better and better. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of...
Just about within shooting range.
Added minutes has been
There was
indicated.
plenty of power on that. He's on it, can he get away? He's a sharp little ball here. And the finish! Goal! Drama at the death! Is there time for one? Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. France pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the... So bring it on. Hike expectation, emotion.
Hello, everybody,
The game
and
yet to
welcome
kick
to
off.
today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable.
Against Ajax.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then. Dembele playing game number 100 for his current employers.
Well, that milestone might be on the back of his mind, Peter, although I'm pretty sure he'll just go about his business as usual. It's just one of the many achievements he'll go on to reach from here.
Owen. And it's Davis. And this is Shevchenko. Owen. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Camavinga. Stood up well to him there. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now then, the ball's come loose. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Quality ball. And he cuts out the supply. Camavinga. And here's Owen. And it's Doué. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Baresi charging forward. Decent chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And that's definitely not his best. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Great pressure, plenty of it. Now who's going to be first to this? Rijkaard. Pass is coming off in quick succession. Can he finish? Oh, it's come loose. That's really well manoeuvred. Chouameni tries to play it through. He's found a way through. Camavinga. Davis. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Camavinga. Pepe did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Van Bouten cuts out the pass. Cristiano Ronaldo. Pass is just off target. And for the first half, that is that. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
To the screen for information.
Some first-half thoughts?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0.
Substitution.
And we get things going again. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Rooney, and he's managed to get free. Rooney! Pepe clears without hesitation. Goes for goal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Cleared away. Didn't quite work for him. Ajax are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Camavinga knocks it into space, and he plays one through. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Tchouaméni. Fernandes. Looking for the run. Pepe makes the interception. Doué quietly revving up. And it's Camavinga. Gerrard. Nice looking ball. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Cristiano Ronaldo! And he hits the net! Finally, the deadlock is broken!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Substitution for France. Number 7, Dembele.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Number 22.
Ajax are in front now, the game's only goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Messi. Number
Yamal
24.
will not want to lose out here, not against this
Number
opponent.
10.
It's a loose ball.
Number 2, Yamal. Substitution in progress.
Ajax claim it back to much approval. Oh, it's come loose. And here's Yamal. Yamal, real chance! And a truly agonising miss.
Well, it's certainly encouraging, Peter. At least they're going about things the right way after falling behind.
Corner number 2 then. Triol with the clearance.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, just a keeper, shapes to shoot!
Ajax can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Shifted into the flank,
has been
out
indicated.
towards the flank. Now that looks a decent ball. It's out for a goal kick. The end, time is up. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals. noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Borussia Dortmund against France.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add. And it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course, so with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play. And of course, the right service into the box.
Looking tidy in possession here. No way through. Played out towards the right wing.
That's good play from him.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Pass somewhat off target. Tries to pass it through. Neither side yet able to find the net. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Rooney.
Andrei Shevchenko has to be the greatest player to emerge from the former Eastern Bloc.
Yeah, he is the name, isn't he?
Well, when you think he terrorises Europe's best defenders by doing the most beautiful work in the beautiful game, and we're talking goal machine.
Chouameni. This is Dembele. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's there to get it away. Shevchenko. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played. Well stopped.
And here's Shevchenko. He's got away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Now it's Rooney. That has not gone well. Beckenbauer clears. Van Dijk. Son Heung-min. Oh, strongly challenged there. That's a foul, no two ways about it. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. And it's half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So, nothing to report so far on the goals front.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. So we're off again.
France are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Can he get it through? Cross to the back post. Tries to get it clear. Son Heung-min.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Shevchenko. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, that's clever. Alexander-Arnold. Camavinga is onto it in a flash. And here's Shevchenko. Oh, what a ball!
Rooney really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Rooney being hunted in packs.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Shevchenko. Now it's Fernandes. Looking for options for movement. Cross goes in there. Upamecano tries to clear. And he shoots! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Son Heung-min. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And it's Shevchenko. Camavinga goes for the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Camavinga actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number 7.
France
Griezmann.
with the corner. They're first.
Number 23. Olise. Number 4.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Number 21.
France clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Coming on the field. Number 15.
Raya can get it clear.
Number 14.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Messi. Substitution.
Here's a chance! Sharp and fizzing, but not quite.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
And this is Messi. And Messi! He lifts the roof! Well, would you believe that? Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist
2
here.
added minutes has been indicated.
He's having a shot! Good try, very good try in fact.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
And that is it. A real high-octane conclusion. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against France.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter.
Oh, shooting chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Alexander-Arnold cuts it out. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Koundé. Nice interception, well timed. Mbappe just eases him off the ball. And it's James Rodriguez. And this is Ronaldo. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And this is Rooney. That's going wide left. He's picked his way through, delivered with swing. No goals as yet. And here's Rooney. Rooney ploughing through the middle. James Rodriguez has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Nedved will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Pinches it off him. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Mbappe. Rooney.
Colombia definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
And that was nowhere near his best. Van Dijk. Chouameni. Rooney. Oh, it's Dembele. Cross to the back post. It's rising! He will be livid with himself. Rijkaard. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Oh, good ball! Rooney! Oh, got to be quick to recover this. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Impressive jump! Just about within shooting range. Colombia are looking to go forward now. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's in a great position here. Great chance! Goal, France! A goal at a really telling moment. The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
France have fired themselves in front. And that brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Please be
How's the first half
reminded that
compared with
drinking
your
is only allowed in
expectation?
the areas
France
shown on this map.
definitely
Thank you very
happy
much for your
with the way they've
cooperation.
gone about things in the first half. Could they have turned more of their chances into goals? They can't let that be their regret now.
France can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. Back on the way then. France currently ahead by the smallest of margins. He's found a way through. Davis with a cross.
That's good defensive concentration.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nedved. Plays the return pass. And here's Alvarez. Lovely feet. He's shift chance! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, that's a great chance from a really swashbuckling run. His manager will be wanting more of that.
Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Getting up there! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the...
Decent chance! And a neat finish! Colombia are back in business! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
It's Rooney! And he has kept it out somehow.
Rooney actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. And he gets rid in a hurry. Elise's cross. Well, there's the clearance. And here's Rooney. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Applies the finish! Again, a brilliant save. So, third corner of the game. And that should get the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Ronaldo, just a keeper in his way. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. France present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Can he? Will he? Not much more than a formality.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Colombia leading now.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
He's gone for goal! And that could come back to haunt them.
Lamine Yamal really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest. That's just playing it safe and simple. France really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Alvarez! He's got a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. He hit that like he meant it, absolutely speared it in.
It would have taken something heroic from the keeper to get anything on that. The height was tricky enough, but the power, he had no chance.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
He's having a pop! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
And the referee brings it to a close. France played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so... So we're all back together again, fresh still in our minds, those
Hello,
memories,
everybody,
the
and
unbelievable
welcome to
highs,
today's
the
match.
unforgettable lows. And as the sides return to cross swords for the first time again, we just remind ourselves of the magic of this game. This is what it does to you. It keeps bringing you back, no matter what. Mbappe! Oh, super goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! An extraordinary start, breakthrough in next to no time.
The perfect show of intent, great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Threads one in. That's been slipped through. He's shifting through the gears here. Decent chance! Played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And it's Rooney. And he's being shifted off it. Gordon. O'Reilly. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Camavinga. He's a sharp little ball here. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Anderson. He's looking wide. This is a promising build-up. Bellingham. He's going for goal! Fernandes. It's Camavinga. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. It's Rooney! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket and some! About as smooth as it gets. And there is his 30th goal. It was thrashed in, the crispest of hits.
Well, he's absolutely drilled that, Peter. When you hit it like that, the keeper's not going to be able to do much about it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. That's another chance. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. O'Reilly. It's not an especially good pass, that. Knocks it into space. Messi. Messi! And that is quite wonderful! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they're threatening to fly away here. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
France find a position of real strength now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Now it's Kane. It's a really well-measured ball. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, there is a look. And he shoots! Oh, it's come off the upright. And he's managed to get rid. Hernandez. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they want to keep things that way.
France will be wanting more of the same in the second half then. Utterly dominant in the first period, and they're 3-0 up. And so the action is resumed. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Mbappe is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And this is Kane, and it's O'Reilly. Tries one from range! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. And that is a save of real quality, not easy by any means.
England are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
Rice plays it short. And the finish! And that is doing no harm at all.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
Substitution.
England choosing to make the first change.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Konsa. And it's Stones. And it's played forward. And here's Kane. Tries a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Rice. Stones. Played out to the left flank. Anderson. James. Saka.